How to do Cuccio colour blocking dipping powder nails. So I started off with this tip, which I totally filed and buffed. I'm using the colours Silver Mica, Passionate Pink, and to save the colours from when filing, the clear dipping powder. For this I'm going to admit the primer, and I have my 2 little spoons. So all I'm going to be needing is step 2 to 4, the nail base and top coat, step 3, the layering gel, and step 5, the gel activator. I cut a triangle piece of tape to which I'm going to stick to the tip of the nail, making sure I get placement perfect, well, as perfect as I can be, and push down firmly to make sure it's totally adhered to the nail, so none of the powder or gel can get underneath to ruin the actual finished design. For this part of the nail I'm going to be using the Passionate Pink dipping powder, when I can get the lid off. Such a bright, vibrant pink. And for the bottom part of the nail, once I remove the tape, I'm going to be using the Silver Mica. So with step 2 to 4, which is the gel base coat, carefully apply to the nail. Obviously it's easier doing it on a tip than it is on your actual nails, but I found it pretty easy anyway. And then very carefully pour the dipping powder over the wet gel base. Yes, you can see I'm making a mess, powder all over my nice clean towel. And you can also see where I missed a part of the nail and the powder wasn't sticking. So I very carefully went over this part again with the gel base and poured some more powder. Tap off the excess. And then get step 3, which is the layering gel. Apply this over where you've just put the powder and pour the powder again. This is easier to apply because you've already got the powder down, so you can see where you're actually placing it, because the powder goes a nice dark shade of pink. You can see the powder totally covers perfectly. Tap off the excess. And very carefully, let's just move that out of the way, and very carefully move off the tape. Or should I say peel off the tape. And you can wipe off any excess as you peel off the tape, because obviously that never stuck to the nail, that was just on the piece of tape. Then very carefully, this is the tricky part now, getting right up into the crevice of the corner of that triangle, apply step 2 to 4, the base and top coat again. And then with a spoon, pour over the Silver Mica, or obviously colour of your choice. the excess. And you can also dust off gently. Now you can see that isn't actually perfect, but we're going with the layering gel to even out the nail with a second coat of dipping powder, so between the two joins is totally flush. This silver mica is an absolutely stunning silver glitter, and once you apply the top coat it really comes to life. As you can see, that triangle shape has sort of lost its proper triangle. You can try to clean up, but obviously once you've put the clear over it to save the actual design from filing, so you don't file away any of the colour, the triangle does become more apparent again, so this is not to worry about. So with the layering gel, apply this completely over the nail. Now I should have spooned the colour over, because not thinking, I dipped this straight into the clear powder, and because there was pink on my fingers, pink went into the white clear powder. But hey, we all learn by our mistakes. And then once you've done that, to settle this hard, you use the gel activator. Once this is dry, you can gently file over to smooth it out and fetch that triangle back into shape. Sorry I keep going out of camera view. It's a bit hard and fiddly to file this now, because I had to stick a screw to the back of it. But I am waiting on a proper tips practice holder for future videos, so I do apologise for this in advance. It doesn't take a lot of filing because the application is pretty smooth, but you can see from that that the triangle has come back somewhat. Dust off the excess powder, making sure it feels smooth and flush. I just then got some alcohol. I should have got a lint-free pad, but the first thing I had to hand was a cotton wool ball, which isn't the best thing to use because the cotton wool just fluffed everywhere. But I was able to quickly remove that. And then just top coat, and watch how the top coat brings that silver mica back to life. Just look at that. And when this is in the sun, that silver mica just glistens so sparkly. Now to finish this off, as my triangle isn't perfect, I added 2 bits of silver striping tape, just to add another dimension to this look, and then another generous amount of top coat. I'm using the Sally Hansen 30-second instant dry, which is in the red bottle. It dries to a super glossy shine, and there you have it, your Cuccio dipping powder colour block nails. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.